Plaintiff Julia Pritchard says the defendant, who is her aunt, was a crack cocaine addict. Julia co-signed on a van for the defendant's daughter, but after she passed away, the defendant took possession of the vehicle. However, she got tickets on the vehicle, which she refuses to pay, so Julia's suing. Defendant Jewel Pritchard admits she was addicted to crack, but insists she's been clean for 2 years and she's about to graduate from college. Jewel does not believe she got any tickets on the vehicle, and she's countersuing for emotional distress.
Tell me what happened.
Well, the relationship between me and my aunt has not been a very good relationship through the past life of the drug usage of the crack cocaine. I disassociate myself with the family members that is associating themselves with drugs.
You're accusing her of being a crack abuser?
She was
That don't even sound right. You're accusing her of being a crackhead.
Yes, sir.
See what happened when I try to pretty it up? I don't even know how to.
Yes, sir, in so many words.
Ma'am, let's get this out of the way real quick. You're a crackhead or been a crackhead? Or?
Yes, I was a cocaine drug powerful user. And
did you smoke it?
I smoked it, yes I did.
And it was crack?
And it was crack, and it was very powerful.
Well, you were a crackhead.
A crackhead, yes sir.
You do understand that?
Yeah, I
Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay. Are you in recovery?
No, I cleaned myself up, actually.
How long ago?
2 years ago. You know, my kids and family and friends, you know, kind of distant themselves from me, you know.
Doing your
For doing
addiction.
my thing.
Yeah, that's what happens, ma'am. Let me allow her to finish her story, and then I'll let you give me all the background you'd like.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I had purchased, well, my cousin, which is her daughter, Tawana Pritchard, she had purchased the vehicle. We actually purchased it together. We signed the title and we had the deed of sales. And we went to the DMV. I put the title in my name for me and my cousin. I didn't feel there was a problem at that time.
Okay, it sounds like you're getting to the tickets.
Yes, sir.
Let me allow her to give some background,
Okay.
ma'am.
Well, like I said, I didn't like the fact that I was being distant from the family and friends, so I removed myself from the people, the places and things, and I moved up north. I've been clean for 2 years. I enrolled into college. I'm an AB student. I haven't been to school in 35 years.
Good.
I graduate this November the 14th.
Good.
For my associate. And in the year of 2003, like Julia said, she co-signed for the van for my daughter. Well, in September, like 6 months after that, my daughter had a tragic accident. She died in the van. And still to this day, I haven't accepted the loss of my daughter. And then about March of 2006, Julie started harassing me for the tickets, you know, because she can't get subsidizing and driving, which I'm sorry, but I only got the van because it was my daughter's possession. She wasn't married. And I don't feel that I should have to pay.
Well, let me find out what she's saying.
Well, in 2003, we purchased the car together, and I didn't feel it was a problem with me putting the car in my name due to the fact that, you know, that was my cousin, we was close. I was able to drive this vehicle whenever I felt like it. So therefore, once she did pass away, my auntie took possession of the vehicle. I didn't notice that I started receiving all the parking tickets until I tried to go and register me another car. Once I tried to register the car, they told me that I couldn't register the car because I had a lot of outstanding parking tickets.
When was that?
That was in 2006.
Okay.
So then,
3 years
therefore,
later, you tried to register.
I started contacting her. I actually started not just contacting her, I contacted her son, you know, whoever had knowledge of the tickets. I contacted them and let them know that they was gonna suspend my driver's license from all those outstanding tickets and my registration for vehicles. So therefore, I was just trying to get it situated. No one never got it situated, so as you can see, a couple of years later, they start taking it out of my taxes, my state taxes. They automatically, because it's in my name. They was taking it out of my taxes and I didn't feel it was right. So I did start calling her again because she moved out of town, and I was explaining to her like, well, I just want my driver's license back, that's it. I got 2 kids at home, I'm trying to go to school too. I can't do none of this if I got to keep on jumping on the bus and having to take my kids to school on the bus and daycare early in the morning. So that's all I really want is for my auntie to be a responsible adult, and due to the fact that the car was in her possession The tickets were received outside of her house.
You want to give me the list of the tickets?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, did you accumulate the tickets?
No, I didn't accumulate the tickets. She wouldn't, when my daughter passed away, she wouldn't give me the title to the car.
But hold on. Did you obtain possession of the car?
Well, actually, I just drove the kids around and did the things I had to do for the funeral, but the van stopped working. So it was sitting in front of the door.
So
and
wouldn't you be responsible for any tickets that came after that? From the time you took it, why don't you think you would be responsible?
because I asked Julia for the title, so the van was really not running good and it needed work, and I didn't want to invest in something that wasn't going to be mine.
All we're talking about today is the tickets being accumulated on a car that you had that was in her name. So the assumption is that you would be responsible for those tickets unless you loaned the car to her at some point and she drove it. Otherwise, you have to prove to me why you shouldn't have to pay for tickets that were issued on a car that was in your possession.
Well, it just only got in my possession because she wasn't married. But other than that, I don't feel responsible that I should have to pay for the tickets when she wouldn't even give me no rights to the car to fix it.
All right. And this reflects how much? I'm trying to find the total amount.
Oh, okay. I have a copy of that right here.
You have a copy of the total amount?
That's the actual remaining balance after they took approximately $494 out of my state taxes.
Okay.
And that's the remaining balance of what's left on those tickets.
What is the emotional distress?
The point that I have to be on the bus 6 o'clock in the morning, make sure that my kids get to school safe.
Everybody don't have a car, have to get on the bus.
The point that...
What's your counterclaim for, ma'am? $1,000 for emotional distress.
Because I still really haven't got over the fact of losing my daughter. And every time this occurs, it just wakes everything up. I went through a long, drawn-out thing with my child, being lost out of this world. And Julia and my family really haven't made things right. And I'm struggling still to this day to stay clean. So, I try to let things be, but I don't need the stress, and I wish Julia tickets get paid, but I just don't feel I should be the one to have to pay for them.
She has 2 kids, and she's in school. She has to handle her business. Maybe you can work out a payment plan with her, ma'am, but I'm sorry to hear about your child, but you're liable for the tickets. So I'm going to grant you, ma'am, your $900. I'm not going to grant you any emotional distress because you don't have transportation. I am going to have to dismiss your claim, ma'am, for $1,000 because she was asking for her money. And I know that brings up sad memories for you, but, be as strong as you can. Sounds like you've been strong thus far. You've been to school, you're about to get your degree. Sounds like you're letting your daughter's death be an inspiration to you. Sounds like to me. Isn't that about it? So keep doing that. Every time you feel down, just think of all the progress you've made and thank God that your daughter has been the one inspiring you. All right?
Yeah.
A lot of your success may be attributed to that. I attribute a lot of my success to what I believe is an inspiration from my mother, who passed early, traumatized me, passed in 11 months from the time she was diagnosed, and I was a teenager. I lived a destructive life, and I could have easily accelerated my destructive lifestyle. So, try and use it as an inspiration. That's what I did, and that helped me avoid that downward spiral. There, before the grace of God go out, I'd have probably been smoking crack had I not used it as an inspiration, all right? Mm-hmm. Good luck to you. In the meantime, I'm going to grant you your judgment and dismiss you.
I still love you, Auntie. I just wanted to get this situated so that I can go get my license back, and then we can just live life like we're supposed to.
Well, I'm glad that your tickets is getting paid, Julie, but I still say I shouldn't be the party that have to pay. I'm a
stronger relationship, first off, because my auntie is clean from the drugs, so we have a better relationship here.
I'm just happy it's over with, and I'm going forward.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Judge Mathis, my name is Malia. I was at a concert and a fight broke out. I was inadvertently hit by one of the people fighting. Can I sue the venue or do I have to sue the person that hit me?
The only way you can sue the venue, Malia, is if they did or failed to do something which led to your injury. For example, if the venue let too many people in and they were above capacity, you may have a case. If not, you have to sue the person who hit you.